stars, and that's who we are. We are voices. There's nothing to fear. Explode in your rear. Feel our voices.
Chick, chick, boom!
What?
Stepping on your what? Sorry. Voice of the Republic. This is Ed!
Mike.
Carl!
Very nice, very nice. Congratulations. You've either made it to episode 4 or you just went ahead and clicked on 4. But for whatever
Or you
reasons,
made a huge mistake.
either way, we're glad to have you.
Why am I here? What am I watching? I'm so confused and angered by my confusion.
Who are these three
Confused and
heads?
angered by my confused.
Grammar. Speaking tough. Ah. Totally. Yeah, so this is typically the part of the show where we answer your emails and also your voicemails, also known as Republicomms.
What? Yeah, and we kind of just sort of turned the whole show over to you guys at this point.
Be it a good idea or bad.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh.
it's
So
all-
come on, guys. We're listening.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Your
Come on,
turn.
smart guys. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You think you have all the answers? I mean, we don't have all night.
Yeah.
Oh!
I'm
I'm
kinda-
sorry. We have to hit this button, and that plays a theme song,
Oh.
and we can listen.
I'm kind of surprised that we didn't get like hate mail from Clint, Michigan about our Temple of Doom episode. So,
Or did we?
oh, did we?
That's it. I'm hitting the button. I'm sorry, we didn't hear from Clint, Michigan, who is the biggest fan of Temple of Doom last week's
But
show.
you did just hear his theme though. Thanks, Clint.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry you don't like us anymore. Well, we'll keep the song.
At least we got the theme first.
We got the theme and lost your love. Oh.
Oh, just like Captain and Tennille, man. It's sad.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, what exactly is he a captain of?
Life's boat.
The captain of her heart.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so we got 2 voicemails this week. And we have Jim Goff to kick us off. Hey!
I like it.
I know what I'm doing.
Nice.
All right. Take it away, Jim.
Hey guys, I already
Right on.
Hey, right back to you, Jim.
Once again, proving that we do listen to every voicemail.
Yeah,
What
no,
happened?
You must have accidentally did the cheek hang up on the touch phone. I've done that once or twice. So
Yeah. Sorry, Jim. Sorry. Well,
there's always next week.
yeah, this next week when nobody cares. It's true. It's true. It's true. We want to hear it no matter what. So if you want to call about an older show, please do.
Yeah, you don't have to be on topic. If you want to talk about our What If episode for like What If Star Wars, or you want to talk about Trace Blue and how awesome he was on the show, knock it out.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
If you want tips on how to like save money on your car insurance, ask.
Call
We'll
us.
find something out. All you have to do is go to the internet. I'll go to the internet.
We'll search Google for you.
I'll search Google for you and get you a few rates.
Yeah.
That costs a little extra. Or you can listen to our show, Ask the Experts, where every answer is free.
Yeah, we did that too.
We've done it all. So, yeah. Sorry, Jim. Really sorry about that. He always has fun calls.
He does. Good guy.
But we do have a call from Darth Saxis,
Away, Faye.
Aurora, Illinois. Here we go.
backyard adventures. I don't have that many backyard adventures. We just used to
run around the neighborhood, smash through bushes, and play Army Guy. It's in Call of Duty, but not the kind that you were thinking of. But I do have one memory of my backyard adventures with small action figures. Seems that I was getting as I was in high school, my vision was going, so I needed glasses. And sure enough, I got my glasses. And when I went home, the first thing I did is I took my glasses, put them on, grabbed a number of my brother's action figures, and set them up in the grass to shoot them with my BB gun. That way I could see if my aim was correct. So, after like knocking down some Joes and some Star Wars guys, I remember, I set them back up, and I was like, this is great. I can see everything. So I remember shooting one of the Joes, hitting it in the chest, and watching the BB fly right back and hit me square in the middle of my forehead. I can't remember the guy's name from the story. So that
Ralphie.
was my backyard adventure. Shooting myself in the head after ricocheting a bullet off a Joe.
That's some straight up talent right there. That's a hard shot to make.
It is.
And it's so typical of my brother. Only he's managed to hurt himself in ways that doctors have said are impossible. He's the guy. Well, you know, for as many really fun, positive memories I have of, like, you know, playing with my friends and the Joes and stuff, his call reminds me of another time that started to lead to a fun but somewhat. What is that?
I touched my mic by accident.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, yeah, kind of a dark period, a dark, destructive period for me in the Joes, when he was his summer job was working at a cemetery, mowing lawns and just doing groundskeeping work. And he showed up, and a couple of my friends were in the backyard. We had these horseshoe pits, and again, mud, dirt, got to be there. So we had one that was all filled up, and we had this old Weeble's house. It was like Mickey Mouse house, but I repainted it, and now it was Zartan's lair. So it was all like Zartan and his guys out there. And we had like Yoda's model hut, and that was over here, and there's like a little village thing happening. So the Joes were out there, and we had like the Rattler and things, you know, like to attack. So he comes back from work. He's like, how's it going? We're like, oh, what's up, Bob? Just hanging. What's going on? He's like, hey, you want to do something cool? I'm like, yeah. And he had this paper bag, and it was a paper bag full of fireworks. So he had smoke bombs. He had smoke bombs. He had a couple of M80s, but he was going to save those for his own hijinks. But then he had something smaller than firecrackers called ladyfingers, which I'd never seen before, which, to my delight, again, the entire world serves my toy plans. Ladyfingers looked like giant sticks of dynamite in the Joe's hands. So now we have dynamite, and that was like 2 hours of mistakes that we're just like you know, like a mob mentality, like, yeah, that's a good idea, yeah, smash the fucking window, turn over that car. I know how it happens because this happened to me. Like, you know, guys were trucking ladyfingers into Yoda's hut, and it blew the roof off. The snake came off that was glued prior. Jawas are flying out the windows. We're burying fireworks in the dirt, and now the dirt's blowing up like on TV. It's like, and then, you know, someone shoots the Rattler, and of course we had to put a smoke bomb in the cockpit and light it, and then close the lid. So now, you know, it's smoking, and it looks awesome, and it crash lands and hits the dirt. We throw the dirt up in the air, but meanwhile, the smoke bomb is burning through the seat. The smoke is melting the canopy and turning it a color that is unwashable. And the stinky black sulfur smell is now coated the rest of my plane that I probably just got for Christmas earlier that year, you know? So we were like, fucking awesome! And then later you're like, oh, like I have a hole in my plane, you know, that burned. Right. So thanks, Bob.
You know what? I thought the story was going. He's like, my brother shows up with a brown paper bag, and I was thinking, you know what was in it? Jankum.
Fermented waste. we all huffed, and the G.I. Joes came alive.
Good night, folks.
Like 10 years old, 11 years old, doing shrooms. That'd be great.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys wanna really have a good time? Holy shit.
Jinkum. Oh god, I haven't heard that in years. That's great.
God. And it makes me feel like more of an ass because you guys took such better care of your toys, aside from Carl's chewing habit.
Mhm.
But, oh.
Dude, really, I really did. Like, I lost everything in the divorce, but ultimately, everything I lost was in top-notch shape. Such good shape.
Ah. Damn.
Really?
But it's interesting what these things that we did in our youth too, like knowing you guys and like hearing how you played, how it is so much like your personalities now. You know, the like Mike's outfit obsessions with belts and gear and looking cool and getting the scene right and having it proper. It makes total sense to me. You know?
Yeah, you just grow up and do what you wanted to do anyway. It's like,
Well, you know, and it's really funny because you're telling the story about the mob mentality and everything, and all I could think of is like that shit would not fly with me, because my mom always liked to tell the story that one of the kids at the apartment building, I had him come over and we were playing with my GI Joes, and I had the Cobra escape pod, the flight attack pods, with the glass canopy and the 2 jet turbines on the back and everything. Well,
Trouble bubble.
Yeah, the trouble bubble, and had one like we actually had 2 of those, and one kid we were flying him around, and the one kid just goes, and he slams it into the ground, and like pieces go flying everywhere. And apparently, as like I was only like about like 4 or 5 at the time. I stand up, I don't even say a word. I grab the kid by his arm, stand him up, walk him to the door, and show him out, and then I close the door behind him. All of this without saying a single word. Like I was just like, all right, just to the door.
playtime is over.
Awesome.
And that was Carl. So.
Oh my god. And wasn't there always a kid, like, kids who played wrong? I mean, holy shit. The kids who, like, take a missile and literally threw a missile. That's the same fucking kid, right? Who's going to smash your toy because let's see if your jet flies. You know, that kid.
And this was also like the same circle of kids that, like, oh, you know what's really cool to do for your Hot Wheels? Scrape the tops of them on the concrete, make it look like they've been like, they've been fucked up. I'm like, and I did it to like 2 or 3 of them. I was like, wait a second, now the paint's ruined. This is stupid. And I never did it again.
Or there's always the kid who wants to be Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Yep. But that's a story for another day.
Yeah, it's your story for another day, but it has happened to me.
Really? I didn't know it happened to you.
Oh, yeah. And he was my best friend. His name was Anthony Ferrara.
Yeah.
Carla. We'll call him Carla.
His name was Carla.
Well, his name was Carla.
His name was Carla.
Oh my
but
god.
he was, I'll be Star Wars. I'm like, yeah, you haven't seen the movie. This doesn't work.
Yeah. We did an earlier show, but that was the same thing. And I felt like a genius for... It was playtime, Star Wars was hot, everybody's running for the ground, and it's like, I want to be Han Solo! I want to be Darth Vader! And the kid's like, I want to be Star Wars! I'm like, that's cool, I want to be Luke Skywalker. He's like, hey, wait, no, that's what I meant! I'm like, you said Star Wars.
You're the credits.
Good luck. Yeah.
You get to be the credits.
Yeah, I'll take advantage of a dumb motherfucker and not.
It's like, sorry, kid, now you're Lando.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
Anthony
probably...
always wanted to sing.
Why's it gotta be Lando?
It's like, you're Lando because you're wearing all of your big brother's hand-me-downs, just like Lando was wearing all of Han's hand-me-downs.
Oh.
What? Come at me, kid.
What?
I'm 32 years old. I'll whip your 10-year-old ass. What?
This happened yesterday.
Don't.
I've watched pro wrestling. I know moves.
Oh, man. Well, it's still not too late to get your stories, especially if you're a Jim. We'd still love to hear the story.
Right.
Maybe these shows reminded you of some other shit that happened, some crazy stuff. Blowing things up, riding bikes, garden hose swings that are terribly dangerous, whatever. So, yeah, hit us up. Contact info is at vorradio.com and 24/7. Tell us about it.
Please.
Yes.
Please.
Otherwise, segment 4 just isn't the same.
Yeah.
No. We need you. We want you to want us.
I want you to want me.
Cool. Well, that's it for us right now, and we'll be back next week with more of this awesome stuff.
That's it.
What?
And that's it.
Okay. I think you guys said the same thing at the same time. It freaked me out. So, cool. All right. So, yeah, until next week, hey, may the force
Be with.
That ass.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But you
No,
know, I like to compare and contrast. Oh my God!